Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al, and once again, I am here for a Saturday night rewatch with Mr. Troy Pacelli, the Klingon cleric. How you doing, sir?
I am doing wonderfully. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, kind of stuck in one position for now, but that's all right. I'll my hospital bed has I ceased to ceased to work, but I'll get it. I'll get it tomorrow. Someone will come over tomorrow and plug me back in. But luckily I'm in a comfortable position, thankfully. It broke once before when I was dead flat. And it's not the best position for sleeping for me. I like kind of having that little incline and everything. I'm what's the word? Spoiled when it comes to that now. I fought a long time on getting one, and when I got one, now I don't want to give it up.
So what you're saying is you've gotten used to comfort.
Yeah, well, I've always been used to comfort. I mean, I am the one. If I see a comfy chair, I try to sit in it. Comfy bed, I try to lay in it. Comfy clothes.
And you know what Klingons say about comfort. Comfort is not essential.
Well, thank God I'm not a Klingon.
It's not essential. Doesn't mean that it's not, still pleasant.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's, I'm sure good blood wine is nice and comforting on a cold cold Kronos morning.
Oh, absolutely.
But let's see who we got here. I see some people that showed up before we popped in. You've got Computer Robots. How you doing, sir? Matchstick, Madanui, Owen Lister, and we got and is here. How you doing? Daniel Heron in the house. Casey Scott. I think I got everybody that's here so far.
Haven't seen Logan yet, Owen Lister. I'll get around to that one eventually.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I was going to say I like Wolverine films. There was that one unfortunate one with had Ryan Reynolds in it.
Everything that I heard about Logan was that Logan was really a good way for them to wrap up the Fox X-Men series. And they never ever should have done anything else with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just don't learn your lesson.
Yeah,
it's just they'll look. It's like we could still do this movie.
Well, that was their second attempt at the Dark Phoenix saga, and that did not go well any better than the first time.
Yeah. I never got into the first class version of X-Men. It just never really became my thing. I mean, it was fine. I thought thought some of the stuff they did was kind of cool, but
I liked how they went about trying to do a soft reboot. It was actually a very clever way to do it.
Yeah, it was, and it just for me, like I said, that was a bad time of my life where I really wasn't able to go around
focus on a movie.
There's a dark area in my timeline that I missed a lot of films, and sometimes it takes me a while to get around to see a film, especially when I want to see something, but then it leaves and then it goes on television. It kind of, I've got to be in the right mood, in the right zone. Like I said, I've just started watching the Scream films. And thanks to Fan Man, I watched Scream 3 today, and he's right. It's bad.
Is it?
So, yeah, Scream 3.
I've only ever seen the first two. I actually didn't know there was a third one, to be honest with you.
There's actually 4 of them.
Well, okay.
I forget it.
Too.
Well, yeah, the first one was really good. The second one was good. The third one has bits and pieces that are cool, but the rest is kind of really lacking.
So you know how I like to do the collections of movies and get them all and put them all into a custom case so they take
Right.
up a little bit less room on my DVD wall. So like I've done that with Friday the 13th. I have all the Friday the 13th movies in one
Wow.
case. Nightmare on Elm Street, all of them put together in one case. All the Hellraiser movies. I was about to do that with Halloween, and then I heard what Fan Man said about it, and I said,
Mhm.
you know what? 2 movies. That's enough. And I guess I'm going to do the same thing with Scream. 2 movies. That's enough.
I know the first one. Is the second one going to be number 2 or?
Yeah, the second one. Because
Yeah.
the third one I would not put into the same.
It's not it's not a Michael Myers. It's the
Yeah.
only non-Michael Myers Halloween film, but I never because watching it on the rewatch with the Fan Man
I
for the
loved
first time,
it. It was
I thought
great.
it was fantastic. It was an awesome film.
I have to now get that DVD, but it's going to be separate from the other 2.
Yeah, and I've never seen Halloween 2. I'm gonna have to break down and watch Halloween 2 just so I could. Yeah, just so I could say I watched it. Sometimes you have to, like I said, sometimes you have to watch Scream 3 to know for sure. Like I said, sometimes you have to watch The Last Jedi to make sure all your friends are leading you in the right direction.
Nope. I trust my friends. I don't need to verify for myself.
Well, no, I
same
agree.
thing with Terminator. I've gotten all of the Terminator films up through what was the last one? Genesis. And then I just stopped. I said, you know what? I'm done. And everything. Well, it's not Genesis.
It's Genesis.
Genesis? Okay, Genesis.
Or is it Genesis? Or was it Genesis?
It's just simply not Genesis. That's all I can say with certainty.
Yeah, I don't know why they did the it's like, dudes, come on.
Yeah.
You're trying to be cutesy and it's just not working.
Heck, I'd be happy if they just finished off the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. I watched the first part of the series, but then they started messing with the time slot.
Yeah,
that you want to lose me as a viewer. Start switching time slots.
It's actually true of everybody. Every time they change time slots on any show, it tends to kill it.
But I'll tell you, if a show is really good for me to follow it wherever it goes, that's a show for me. I remember when Fox was flipping Bones all over the place.
Yeah.
I love the show Bones.
Yeah.
And I followed it wherever it went. I made sure.
Although I do feel like a lot of people now don't really watch shows when they come on anymore. I think they do like we do. Yeah. I mean me and Nanette, just set the DVR and go, okay, what do you want to watch tonight? Oh, look, we got some Bones to watch.
Like
watch 3 episodes or whatever.
Yeah, to do that, or they'll do the Hulu thing, or just. Well, like for me, Parks and Rec, I just waited till the series ended and someone said, you got to watch Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And I watched Parks and Rec, and I've literally circled that, streamed that sucker through several times.
I'm hoping that, was it Fan Man who said he had never watched Babylon 5?
Yeah.
He needs to watch at least the first, the 5 seasons of the main.
Yeah, the original series. Before they started getting a little bit. That's something
the movies were hit and miss.
That's something I need to do again, is to actually sit down and watch. The original ones. Let's see if anybody else is joining in. We got
10 watching.
Got 10 watching. There's Wolf 10 Media. How you doing?
Can we get about 3 more thumbs up? That would make Al happy.
Hey, any thumbs up would make me happy. Matchstick's never seen Babylon 5. To me, Babylon 5 is like Farscape. You really have to, at this point, make an effort to see it. Although it is on Comet Television, but that's still, to go and find it, you still got to make an effort. It's just so, and they just really don't repeat it a lot. Like Farscape, especially, they hardly ever repeat it anymore because it's on Sci-Fi and everything. And but if people like Buck Rogers, I think they would enjoy.
I'll be honest with you though. I got to tell you, Al, I don't mention this much, but as much as I love Babylon 5, The first time I tried watching it, I only watched the first couple episodes and then stopped. It didn't catch me right away. And someone else had to come and tell me, no, give it a chance.
Right.
It gets much, much better. And it did.
Yeah. Once, like the first season, it really tries to find itself. And then they have the switch.
Yeah.
Of commanders.
Yeah.
And that I think really infused a cool energy into it, plus set up a fantastic lore for the show.
It did. That was a perfect example of changing actors, changing characters out of necessity, and pivoting into it in such a way that you turn what could have been catastrophic into a big Benny.
Because I remember when I went to see Mira Fallon at the convention, and we'll get to the movie in a moment. We always like to schmooze for 10 minutes or so, or 15, to let everybody kind of wind in here. But it was literally like, I think the second season it was out. So the change had happened, and there was still a split in the fandom.
Yeah,
Sheridan versus I can't remember his name.
I can't remember the character's name. Heck, I'm drawing a blank on the actor's name.
Yeah,
it's Mr. Melissa Gilbert to me.
Yeah, Bruce Boxleitner.
Oh yeah, Bruce Boxleitner. Right.
But Sheridan and it was a sh too. It was another sh sound. But whatever. But there was still a split in the fandom there about people who still wanted the original, but I think they honored the original actor with the lore that they created for Sheridan.
They sure did. And Straczynski had basically said, "Look, get your stuff together, and we'll find a place for you when you want to come back."
Yeah,
I'm glad they did that.
I will say, if they had that planned all along, bravo.
They did not, though.
And if they didn't, and they had to write that on the fly, bravo.
That says a great deal about Straczynski. I mean, Straczynski wove a tapestry that I feel like George Lucas was not able to weave. I know that's sacrilege to some people, but when you look back on history,
was it Shepard, Commander Shepard?
I think we might be getting. It sounds right to me, but we might be confusing that with
with
Serenity. Yeah.
Oh God, so many show sounds. But anyway, yeah, definitely a good one. But yes, tonight, folks, like I said, Troy and Nanette took the greatest Thanksgiving movie of all time into their rewatch, and
it's our tradition. We had to.
Yeah, and hey, I'm not going to step on it. You guys did a fantastic job. If you guys didn't listen to them watch their rewatch on Thanksgiving night, you missed a great time with friends. And but tonight we're watching Addams Family Values, and they of course have the nice little Thanksgiving play with Wednesday, and they're playing Little Indian. So that it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, it's been a long time since I've seen the film. I loved the Addams Family when it came out. It was perfectly cast. I don't think they could have cast this thing better at the time that they made these two films, the first one and Addams Family Values. What do you think?
I loved them so much that I was incredibly disappointed when they tried to continue with new actors.
Yeah, because sadly we lost Raul Julia. Yeah, I mean that was shocking. It was a shocking loss. Hello, Mara Jade in the house. Hi, Mara Jade. How you doing? Yeah,
Mara Jade, the encourager. Mara Jade is so awesome to have in the house.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. And,
hey Mara, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
But we had Wolf Media say we'd rather watch this than the recent animated movie.
I haven't heard much about it.
Yeah, it came. I think it did decent. I mean, it didn't like. I don't think it bombed or anything, but I don't. I. It's a. I mean, you got to remember. I think the Adams Family is a very niche audience.
Yeah.
It's not going to appeal to your normal, uh, your normal kid or your normal adult.
And I do feel like the whole shtick behind the macabre humor is really geared towards older teens and adults.
Mm-hmm.
So making it a cartoon, even though I know that it comes from, a line of strips,
Yeah.
I really think that the live action was the way to go. And if you
Yeah, I
can't
think.
get that lightning in a bottle again, then you
Yeah,
probably shouldn't do it.
yeah. I think, and that's what it was. It was like about Raul Julia was. I mean, aside from the original series, which of course is just iconic. Uh, John Astin's portrayal of Gomez. Come on, that's
Yeah.
and the same thing with Caroline Jones as
Yep.
Morticia. But if you had to do it at the time, the early '90s, these were the right two actors to get because they nailed it.
And we got to give some props to Christina Ricci because
Oh
she
yeah,
elevated the role of Wednesday. She
yeah.
really did.
She brought this wonderful, dark, evil
Yeah.
kind of goth thing to it, and it was.
And I just got to
And
say, anyone out there who hasn't seen Adult Wednesday Addams on YouTube, look for it because
oh yeah,
that was some genius. She got hit with a cease and desist, so now fans are hosting it here and there, and
Mhm.
it's still out there. But man, that's the kind of thing I wish they would have taken up to the big screen.
Yeah. I mean, it. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. But like I said, back in the early '90s, we got two great Adams Family films. Always, man, it would have been nice to have a third one, but like I said,
Yeah.
wasn't meant to be. Sadly, they tried, like I said, other incarnations. They just could not recapture that magic. But yeah, tonight's we're going to watch Adams Family Values. I don't know what you have it on, or if you have a disc, or I don't know where it's streaming. I had a little issue tonight. I didn't get a chance to really check out there to see if it was anywhere. I'm sure it's somewhere out and about on the internet. I know it's on certain RMAT pirating sites to watch. But the copy I have is is an MP4 copy. I think it was a Blu-ray or DVD rip. I don't know. But I'm at 12 seconds in. It's just as the Paramount Mountain gets circled with the stars, and Paramount has appeared at the peak. Does that help?
Yep. Just getting there myself. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Literally, Paramount had just appeared, and I froze it. For me, it's about 12 seconds in. Not sure how.
I'm at 10 seconds on the DVD, so yeah.
Yeah, it's
right
probably about where it's at. Let me just double check here. If anybody has any last minute questions, now is the time. Make you
I didn't
cry.
see Mohammed because otherwise he'd be saying, wait.
Well, you know what? Mohammed snoozy, he losey.
We'd have waited for you, Mohammed, but you weren't here.
Wolfton Media is going to be watching vicariously through us and through memory, which is fine. We're glad just to have you guys along for the ride. If anything, it's a great chance for me and Troy to kind of just watch a film together and have you guys listen along. And every now and then, hopefully, we'll catch you. But I'll begin the countdown in a moment. Last chance for you guys to ask anything or have us freeze up for a minute. But we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's roll. Paramount Communications Company. Ooh, nice wolf call there to kind of enter it.
And
that's Fester. That's right. It's Fester.
And since we've gotten started now. I just wanted to mention that actually Sheridan was Bruce Boxleitner, and Michael O'Hare was Jeffrey Sinclair.
Sinclair. That's right.
Tim Burton didn't have anything to do with this movie, did he?
I don't believe so.
It just seems like his aesthetic, though.
Well, true. Yeah, anything. It was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld of Men in Black fame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they recast the grandma. I think this was a good recasting, though.
Oh, Carol Kane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Organ music is so truly creepy.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? How bizarre. Kind of makes you wonder exactly how that works.
Yeah.
Right now.
Always loved the fan theory that that thing was Luke Skywalker's hand.
Interesting idea. Oh my gosh. A diamond under a leaf. They had sex. It does make it seem a whole lot simpler, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But do ask the children. Well, that's what's important, right?
Yep. Du-du-du-du.
And that's a harpsichord, which is also very creepy.
True, yeah. I love that house.
So my theory was always that the hand was somebody's experimentation in zombieism. Okay, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, thing is cool. I mean,
yeah.
It's a nice, simple little effect.
Yep.
But it just works. Love those shoes, Gomez.
Yeah, he's a sharp dresser. That's one thing you can definitely say about him.
Yep.
It says toddler.
I love the little mobile with knives.
Well, I mean, it catches the eye and it's practical. They are tools.
It's shiny.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
He is an Addams.
Hey, is that the kid that ended up on what is it? 2.5 Men?
No.
Okay. Just looks like him.
I don't believe so. His name is Jimmy Workman. He's basically known for playing Pugsley.
Yeah, I guess it's not him. I don't know his name either. Actually, they're both wrong.
Yeah, they'll both fall at the same speed.
Same rate until they hit terminal velocity.
But we are talking a vacuum, and this isn't a vacuum, so.
No, it doesn't have to be a vacuum. The only time a vacuum matters is if there's wind resistance, like dropping a bowling ball and a feather. Especially his head.
She's a dark little thing.
Not anymore. How times change. Thing is a handy man. Yes, he is, Owen Lister.
Yeah, well, Ted Miyazaki wasn't this movie where he had a crush on Christina Ricci, but in Casper.
Ted Media. I'm guessing you might be a little younger than us because I've never been real comfortable with Christina Ricci growing up because she was always supposed to be a kid in my eyes.
Well, you obviously haven't seen Black Snake Moan.
I don't know what that is, and I don't think I ever will. Wow.
Strange men and the women who avoid them.
Yep. Doc Brown made a good Uncle Fester. He also made a great Klingon.
Mm-hmm. Krug.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like watermelon is served.
Yep. Well, they've had several. They've had several videos on YouTube about talking about how long does a severed head of
guillotine. I've seen several of those too.
It's kind of freaky to think about.
The baby's like, say that again. Just beheading the baby.
Woe to the Republic.
Yeah. So, Lister, you're younger than I thought you were. Wow. I feel like a boomer. Actually, y'all are. Gosh.
I do love someone was Matchstick mentioned it, but the way they light Morticia.
Yes.
I love how they do it.
Very much like Bela Lugosi in Dracula.
Yeah.
He's so supportive.
You know, I know it made me whoa.
She looks familiar.
She does, doesn't she?
Oh, is that the one from Sex in the City.
She looks like it, but I don't.
Which part?
That was Cynthia Nixon. Holy crap! That was Cynthia Nixon.
Okay, good call then.
Joan Cusack.
Yeah, never been a big fan of hers, but I will admit this is probably the best she ever looked.
Yeah, she was. She was never like the lead
Yeah.
romantic girl. Well, the vibe that I'm getting from Morticia of someone who can play her now is Miranda Otto, as she's been in the Sabrina show on Netflix.
Actually, I think Christina Ricci is just the right age now.
Yeah, she could. Yeah, she could. I don't know if she's as tall as she needs to be, but
Yeah, she doesn't have to be though. Look at the original series.
it's true. True.
Agony, that would have been a good name. Is it flammable? It's hard to find flammable materials these days for clothes.
I'll let you get hot enough, you can burn anything.
Have you seen the video out there that where somebody takes a Tickle Me Elmo doll and blasts it with a jet engine?
Oh no! Oh god!
I'll find it and share it with you. It's
That would
hysterical.
vaporize.
It does. It's hysterical. Or less. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I mean, even for Thing.
There he goes.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing he's wearing that loose, big roby, whatever he's wearing.
Wow, that's where you went with that one. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
That's where I always seem to go.
And you know what? The interior of that house is really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exact change only. Sometimes you experience dead air because it's actually a good movie, and we get distracted
Well,
by it.
sometimes you watch it. We're not the professor who needs to be constantly filling every second of airtime with some kind of an analysis. Oh, a little light reading. Mom.
Oh, I'd actually forgotten about that one. Ew.
Peter Graves.
Right? Hey, not bad as a redhead.
I always loved his narration of mysterious monsters, talking about Bigfoot and Loch Ness and everything back in the 70s.
He's definitely got, a good announcer voice.
Yep.
So you get the distinct impression that she actually would have made a great Adams,
Yeah. Kathy, I love how they show Kathy Lee Gifford.
Yeah. I mean, almost to the point where it's like, you know what? You could have been a part of this family, period, and been totally accepted.
Eccentricities and all.
I actually just saw a video recently that explained why an anvil is shaped the way it is.
I always thought it was because of the different
Yep.
usages.
You're absolutely right. That's exactly why.
The horn can round and the flat spreads. The hardy hole you can put in different devices for either cutting or shaping.
That noise he just made die.
Yep. Watch out! Watch out! Talking about the professor. Speak of the devil, he could appear.
That's true. Well, that's kind of our hope.
Yeah.
We try. But this is again, this might be a little bit, towards the dark side that he might be avoiding.
When listeners trying the Beetlejuice rule, saying his name 3 times.
Clever idea. Okay, that's pretty cool. I want to write a fanfic. Isn't
it? Well,
I like Wolf 10 Media's idea. He wants to do a fan fiction where Debbie is actually stays in Adams.
Yeah.
But then she'd have to be doing the thing where she's always trying to kill Fester, and everyone thinks it's just charming.
She could always dress that way, just like the Munsters had their oddball member.
I see why I like her in this movie. That's why.
Highlighted by the light.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. You're right. Yeah.
Blinded by the light.
By the headlights.
Yep. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Yeah.
All right.
So you never really think of her sexually in her roles. She always plays. True. Yeah. I mean, there's of course the odd time.
Oh, that's somebody else. Carl Streichek.
Yeah,
He is a heck of a nice guy in person.
Home,
I met
Mr.
him.
Home.
Yep, I met him first at a Star Trek con back during the TNG era,
Yeah,
and then a couple times at Twin Peaks Fests.
yeah. Mercedes McNabb.
She went on to become a vampire.
Yep.
Why are you dressed like someone died? Wait.
But yeah, but I met her at a con. She's a sweetheart.
Is she?
Yeah. It was just after Angel had been canceled.
Yeah.
It was on its last season.
Between this and Angel, I always had you get this this typecasting in your head. So I always imagined she was like a mean girl.
Yeah.
But of course, they're actors, so you have no idea what they're like in real life.
I know it's always refreshing when you meet them and they're just real nice, especially like ones who play evil characters.
Yeah.
But they're just the nicest people in the world. But you get like I said, you get your oddball weird ones. Peter McNichol drinking her poison. But yeah, Peter McNichol and Christine Baranski.
Yep.
A very young Christine Baranski. And speaking of Serenity, Mr. Universe from Serenity.
Yep.
Also from the Santa Claus.
He'd actually make a pretty good Gomez nowadays.
Well, they kind of turn him into that at the end. Yeah.
Does she know that she's being watched?
Oh, yeah.
She's sharp. She really is.
Well, plus she had that like really loud squeak that he made, the creak that he made when he opened the door.
He's good.
But yes, Carol Stroiken, whatever, however pronounce it. He plays. Did you ever see Gerald's Game on Netflix? No. It's based on the Stephen King work. He plays like this really creepy character in that.
No, I haven't seen that. But we were talking about actors being nothing like you expect them to be. There's an actor, Gary Hirschberger. He played Mike on Twin Peaks. He's like one of the bullies, on the show. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him at Twin Peaks Fest. In fact, he sat down and had lunch with me, and I was saying that he struck me, I see him and it's like, I figured that in high school, he probably was like that. He was like the kind of guy that would have picked on me. He goes, it's funny you say that, because he says, I was just the opposite. I was the one that got picked on in high school. I'm like, man, I never would have guessed that, Is that your
overbite?
All your life. Please start drowning. She didn't swim out a few yards. Well, there you go. She's gonna die. Nothing we can do about that.
She did have the perfect delivery for Wednesday, though.
Oh, deadpan.
Yeah.
When you see someone that young who is that good, that's amazing. Christina Ricci was like that. Haley Joel Osment was like that too. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
It's
I love
just
it.
so awkward. Wolf 10 Media, I still have not seen a John Wick film. I have not seen a single one of them yet.
They're good. I've seen the first two. Haven't seen the third one yet.
Owen Lister, absolutely. I think that's one of the most awesome things. She's the villain of this, but you sympathize with her, and in just the perfect way, because this is an Addams film.
Because everything's like twisted on its head. So the evil is good, but the good is evil. Kind of.
Yeah.
Is all switched around,
and evil isn't really that evil. It's seen as playful.
It's dark. Yeah,
yes, you're trying to kill me. Isn't that sweet? That's why when you have that whole, wish me luck, good luck, as they're all sitting there in electric chairs, Now that would actually be a really cool themed restaurant. I like that idea.
Well, with the Rock.
Yeah. The inside of a cave.
Yep. Well, they're always putting restaurants in kind of like salt mines and ice caves, and
that's a sharp vest.
I know. I was like sitting there, like, man.
And I'm thinking I could totally make that.
Even with the sash too.
Yeah.
Kind of me.
Yep, she's bewitched him. No, Owen, I have not seen John Wick yet. And there has been talk about doing John Wick rewatches, so maybe that's what it's going to take for me to finally see it.
Yeah, because I remember the professor was talking about doing it.
I never noticed before. They're using the Addams Family theme here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo! Friction, baby.
Okay, that's pretty classy. Okay. Okay, very funny.
Oh yeah, they are just so made for each other.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of me and Annette.
There you go. Sounds like a cosplay idea.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it. Good idea. Except I look more like Fester than Gomez.
Oh, all that champagne going to waste. Oh no, the humanity of it all.
Oh God, I had to wear one of those. I still have nightmares about it. Nanette's got braces now, and she's thus far been spared that fate.
Always like I never had braces or retainer or anything like that. I just kind of let my teeth do whatever.
I love this. You think
Yeah,
you can tell a scary ghost story? Just wait. You're amateur night
yeah.
girls.
Hold my beer.
All of your old noses had grown back. That's one heck of a graveyard.
Gives me some ideas for my tombstone when the day comes.
You know what I want on my tombstone? Cheese and sausage.
Like real cheese and sausage or written cheese and sausage?
Oh, okay. Either way.
Always had there's a part of a poem by can't think of his Samuel Coleridge, I believe. And it says his bones are dust, his sword is rust, but his soul is with the saints I trust.
Well, one hopes.
Yeah.
I do like that. I'm a virgin. Really? What's that? Wolf 10 Media. Yep, I've thought about that too. Chick chicky boom.
Oh, the from the mask.
Yeah.
All righty. Oh, sorry, that's Ace Ventura.
Well,
Same difference.
yeah. That is a perfect example, though, of some films that are more about the actor than they are about the film themselves. I mean, you
Yeah.
just really could not have The Mask without Jim Carrey. And let's face it, the sequel kind of proves that.
Oh, definitely. Well, just like anything with Adam Sandler, he's always playing the same character, just with a few tweaks. Happy
Owen Lister.
Gilmore is Billy Madison, is Mr. Deeds.
Owen Lister says that summer camp that the siblings were sent to looks like the type of camp I wouldn't enjoy, especially the type that forces you to participate in every activity. Let me tell you, Owen Lister, I did not like camps like that either because they were not camps. I went to high adventure camps in Boy Scouts where you went and you made your own uh, shelters and you cooked your own food and the activities that you participated in were things like archery and firing 22 rifles and stuff like that. She knows something's wrong.
Yep. There's a disturbance in the force.
Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Oh, maybe not to her.
Yeah. you're just being flattering.
Ouch.
Ew. Ew. That's just creepy.
My God, it's like the village of the damned.
Right?
Meets the children of the corn.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah. Let me just, yeah. There's a
Actually,
lot of blonde hair there.
when are we going to watch Legend of Overfiend? I have no clue. Oh, the reprogramming. But
brief history of
time.
yeah.
Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
I love that book. And the sequel was the universe in a nutshell. That is so not cool. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I kind of understand that.
I read in here that Michael Jackson was supposed to do like a song for the film, but they changed their mind because it's when the allegations of his weird stuff started coming out.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea. And I look at him and all I can think is that he's trying to bring Vigo into the world.
Yeah. Or fighting a dragon.
Right. Well, it's kind of what you're doing, though, isn't it?
God, she had the perfect look of the snotty little rich girl.
They're so condescending.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I always hated this at every camp I was ever at.
What, the Kumbaya song?
Yes. And every time someone would say, "Why aren't you singing?" I would just look them square in the eye and say, "I'm sorry, I don't do this hippie crap." And that was usually enough to cause them to back off. Oh, I do like the continuity with the first movie, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it supposed to be spelled with 2 T's? I'm watching it with the subtitles.
Oh, cute little baby it. Almost as cute as Baby Yoda.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I just knew it.
I was keeping it in my.
So, did you hear that they're bringing Wicket back for the next movie?
I have heard that.
Yeah, I figure they'll probably kill him off too, so that his daughter can take over the tribe. The pizza resistance. The pizza resistance. This is the funniest part.
I like your reaction. Whoops.
That poor girl. Oops. Oh. Oh, that's classic. Oh, that poor girl.
Was she in it before you met?
Oh gosh.
Uh, Man, and he's asking what the hell is so damn funny.
They
Man,
baked the girl into the cake.
so this is why you should watch along.
Yeah, you got to watch with us.
They had the big cake for the girl to jump out of, but they cooked they cooked the cake after she got in. Then they cooked the cake, so she's all dead and burned up. Wolf Ted Media's like, take a breath, get some water, man.
I know, right? Oh, the thing is, too, I start laughing before it happens because I know what's coming.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my god, he's about to lose it.
A radiologist. A radiologist? A pharmacist?
I love the little cars, like the Izettas.
I didn't realize this is sunrise sunset. This is what you learn when you have the subtitles on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. He's Jewish, so he wears a yarmulke.
I love how Thing is holding the ring.
That is one powerful organ, considering they're out in some place that doesn't look like there should be any electricity or any bellows. and my subtitle says speaking gibberish.
Just bringing joy.
Wow. He's devoted. Or should I say he's committed?
Or he should be.
Exactly. Ditto.
Looks like one of my family reunions.
Everyone dresses in black.
Just weirdness.
I just caught that. You're going to have a wonderful life together. Yes, I am. Tramp.
I was like, almost every wedding I've ever been to, the women are always fighting over the thing, and the guys are doing everything they can to stay away from the garter.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit harder to kill than one would imagine. Careful, you don't want to unplug it. Promise. Yeah, he's kind of got that electric thing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolf 10 Media. I have really mixed feelings about that. John Cusack in a 90. It's
Oh, Melissa Harris.
strange and uncomfortable.
Miss Harris was late. She fell asleep. That's all right.
Well,
Just
glad
glad
you
you're
made
here.
it. Yeah. Do you need a timestamp? Looks like we're at about the 46-minute mark. Lurch by the door. And now she's trying to figure out, how can I kill this guy?
Yeah.
No giggling and no hand puppets. See, that's one thing that they never really got down. The padding that they have on him tends to bunch up.
Yeah. Well, did on Jackie Coogan too.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Wow. Yeah.
Fester getting a little nooky.
So I was watching a video, that guy that makes the different themed drinks based on, geeky shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he made up his own version of Hair of the Pup based on this scene here. And it actually sounds like a drink I'd like to try.
Oh. Was it like egg vodka and
Egg,
Worcestershire?
vodka, a chipotle hot sauce, and he recommends that you sweeten it out a little bit with some simple syrup, because otherwise it just tastes real salty, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but
no.
He went for more of a barbecue type of thing. That was not a good try. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, a bald eagle. They are now.
I never knew. Well, one, it is highly illegal.
Yes, it is.
To kill or hurt them, but you're not even if you find a feather of one.
Yep.
You're not even, don't even touch it. Just get away. Because I was watching a special about quills.
Yep.
And an eagle quill was highly prized, but today it's illegal to actually have it.
Yep. Changes. Debbie won.
A nice state.
Okay, that is a good wig. I mean, not a good hairstyle, but a very realistic looking wig. Not until the scab falls off. Give me a 20.
Hey, at least you know where you stand.
Okay, Wolf Den, maybe I'll bite. What crime did Wednesday get away with? See, and this should have been his first indication that something was wrong. Yeah, you're right. I never really did notice the lighting before until that you pointed that out.
Yeah, it's always on our eyes.
Who did Wednesday murder? Wolf 10? Did I miss something? I mean, she's a lot of attempted murders. Jamboree. I wonder where this was filmed. That looks very northwest. Now, see, I never really paid close enough attention. I have to make those cards because that is really cool. Amy Fisher.
Amy Fisher.
Yeah.
All those little clones sitting in the front row.
Right. Okay, everybody, this is why we're watching it. The first Thanksgiving. All the blonde hair. I never really noticed it before. It's like they purposely cast everyone at the camp to have blonde hair except the Addamses.
Her pilgrim pals.
Yeah, they don't seem happy at all.
Jamal. Jamal.
Whatever.
Jam.
Whatever. Yeah, see, and she even points out that she's brunette. Wait, what? Oh, those nails. Miss Debbie. Man, that is a cool staircase.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom, right into the light of those eyes, on those eyes.
Now, as I recall, oh yeah, that means she had to hit her mark perfectly.
Yep.
Um he's the older brother, right?
Fester.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Casey Scott with Wednesday smiling. It kind of reminds me of when Batman smiles in the third Batman movie. It's just wrong and creepy.
Just a curse. Have a nice
Just a
day.
curse. Have a nice day. Oh, is that Nathan Lane?
Yes, it is.
No. I hate when that happens.
A
Well,
Buick. Sadly, my first car was a
don't
Buick.
make me call Ringling Brothers. Well, that is a heck of a stash. I've seen Evil G holds the baby up. They're a camp.
Nothing like those wonderful little maggots that feast on the human soul.
Yep. Oops. I'll be a widow. I'll be a widow. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I guess that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good outfit. We were calling the FBI. Gus is taking butthurt about the minorities. Oh, she has an idea. Yes, ma'am. She said, oops, I think I took this a little too far.
A wonderful little Nazi youth they've got going there.
Yeah. Oh gosh, back to the cabin. It's Disney. Oh my god.
Yeah, we just passed
Yeah,
the
we
police
just
scene.
passed the police scene.
They're now being indoctrinated by Disney.
Yeah,
And the
now they're
Brady
watching
Bunch.
the Brady Bunch. I love ya tomorrow.
There's never been a more evil torture scene since
Right,
Clockwork Orange.
right. Here it comes. Here comes the smile. Uh-huh. Oh gosh.
She played this so perfectly.
Oh God. No, you don't. Oh God, no. Here it comes. That little flutter in her eyes too. Like, I'm trying
But,
so hard.
and she's done broke through.
And they all back up. You're damn right. You shouldn't be scared. Ah.
I love this.
He's very sick.
There goes Gomez.
Yeah. It works on cats. Well, that's true. That's a good makeup job. Oh no. Well, wait a minute. Isn't Gomez a lawyer? Take me.
I don't know what Gomez is. I don't. Thinking about it, I don't know what Gomez is.
I know in the original series, he used to make crazy investments that he just got lucky all the time, making stupid, ridiculous investments that seemed to work out for him.
Yeah, in these he just seems to be rich.
Yeah.
They just come from old money.
Right.
A turkey named Brotherhood.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Wolfstead Media says he was a stockbroker. Okay, I guess that does make sense. Yeah, this is very wrong. We're good and dead. Chop off our legs and put them in your mouth.
It's not a bad turkey outfit, really, when you think about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Wolfton Media said he was a strange kid that might have fit in with the Addams family.
She's got to practice. I do
Man,
like that off the shoulder thing.
Oh, I do too. And I just never knew how busty she was before.
Well, they kind of push that up, you know.
Well, still, got to have something to push up in the first place.
Well, yeah. Well, if you do it right, it doesn't take a lot. Owen Lister, I kind of wish that this was still a series because you're absolutely right. There would have to be at least one episode dedicated to the insurance agent covering the family. Samara Jane said apparently Forbes 2007 had fictional 15 list of the richest fictional characters, and Gomez was ranked number 12 with a net worth of $2 billion.
Way to go, Gomez.
Not bad.
I'd like to see that list. That'd be an interesting list. Because Bruce Wayne would have to be on it.
These savages are our guests. Can't make a movie like this anymore.
Smallpox.
Yeah. And actually, you didn't have fine schools and libraries full of books either. You were Puritans. Did she just say 20 grand?
That's what she said.
Holy crap. I'm a turkey. Kill me. No, really, kill me. And your blood is red. Let's see it. Okay. This is a masterpiece. You get the impression that he has some real issues with his parents.
I have a feeling, yes.
Gasoline.
Ooh, cherry pie.
That actually looked pretty good.
Snow is saccoberry pudding, but
Right.
a relax, a relaxing canoe ride after.
Hey, Tony Shalhoub.
Oh yeah,
I like anything he's in. Yeah. It's just like, oh, leave me alone. Meatloaf?
I love a good meatloaf. I always loved mixing the meatloaf and like trying the seasonings, like eating the raw meatloaf.
Yep.
It's like the poor man's steak tartare.
Yep. Did you make yours with mushroom soup?
No, we use tomato sauce topping on it.
Wolf 10 Media, I'd like to know which fictional characters you wanted as your teachers. There was an Addams Family rap?
I wouldn't be surprised. No, not a pickle meatloaf, Lester. Although I wouldn't mind a pickle with the meatloaf sandwich the next day. Always loved a nice cold meatloaf sandwich with leftovers. And my mother always used cornflakes for filling as opposed to like crackers or breadcrumbs or something. That's a
Heck of a
big
gun.
ass. I guess that's a big ass gun she's got.
She better lock her arms, otherwise she's going to knock herself out with it. Get in.
Now, how is he pressing the gas?
Oh, and Lister, meatloaf is a good dish and singer.
Yes, he is.
How exactly is Thing stepping on the gas?
I just said that. You didn't
Oh,
hear me say that?
I was reading comments. Sorry.
Oh.
Now, admittedly, it's been all downhill, so maybe we're
Yeah.
supposed to believe he was coasting that whole time.
That's a good speed for coasting.
And to watch the place burn. Seventh grade. You're too weird. Aw.
So sweet.
I didn't realize that her brother stole the van.
Cara mia.
She drives like me.
Love that German engineering.
Ew.
Poor meatloaf. Never hurt
It was
anybody.
exploded, and yet it was still undercooked.
Yeah.
Merlin from Sword in the Stone. Fred Rogers. Doc Brown. Ms. Frizzle? Who's Miss Frizzle? Captain Picard.
The bus, the cartoon with the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a little after my time, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah. Are these like
These are fictional
fictional?
characters that he would have liked to have had as teachers.
I would have wanted Mr. Feeney.
Oh yeah. He was a really good singer too.
Yeah.
I saw him here in Chicago in The Man of La Mancha. He was incredible.
Oh wow, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Magic School Bus. I know Mara Jade knows Ms. Frizzle.
I lived in shame and the suburbs, but I'm being redundant. Mr. Debbie.
That's so sweet.
Why do you smell like burnt plastic? Did you notice that Wednesday seems a little bit less pale since she's been to camp?
Yeah, a little bit.
And slides. I would love to have Morticia Addams as a teacher of literature. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi as a martial arts teacher. Superman is my history teacher. He could take you back in time to actually witness it, right?
Dr. McCoy is a biology teacher. Spock is a science teacher.
See? Practical.
Yep. Pope has a cold.
Oh my gosh, the Ghostbusters as physics teachers. Absolutely. You pay really close attention to those movies. They had their physics down. They knew their stuff.
I like how she's taking pictures of the moment of death.
Yeah. Which makes you wonder why she wasn't trying to take a picture of Fester when he got electrocuted or blown up. Kind of makes you wonder if he had that planned all along.
I don't ask for much, just a Mercedes.
Right. And jewelry. I like how Morticia's like, yes, you do. Yeah, it's almost like the kid is like, I got a plan here, but boy, this is fun. No, you're gonna.
I love this. I love this.
This is perfect timing.
Wee.
And she just pulls the shade. It's like, okay. Wish me luck. Good luck. Here we go. Whoops.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dusted.
No disintegrations. You notice the credit cards came out pretty okay.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, better than the ones from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Oh. Go back to your room. Dementia.
Yeah.
It means insanity. It means to rot.
Finally, his soulmate.
Disturbing. I can't do that.
I'll
Yeah,
make
just
a
light it
match
with my
right up.
thumb. Yeah, I can't.
I I can't either. I've never really tried, but Melissa was wondering if Fester was a kind of vampire, zombie, or ghoul or bat boy. Wolf Tin Media is like Fester's a ghoul, Morticia's a succubus, Gomez is death, Lurch is a Frankenstein, Granny's a witch, Ugly's a troll, Wednesday's a possible demon.
No, I think Morticia and Grandmama are witches.
Yeah.
Lurch is a zombie. And I won't get caught. Okay, is that what you were referring to, Wolf 10? Because I don't think she killed him. That's just showing that she's interested.
Yeah, it's flirting.
Yeah, that's her way of flirting. Right.
Yeah, there is an Addams Family rap.
I guess it is. I never really thought about it before.
Well, that is the Addams Family. They're creepy, they're kooky, mysterious, spooky. They're all together ooky. The Addams Family.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've watched that, and it is considered the better of the two.
I love them both.
Yeah, they both work together so well, and like I said, we mentioned at the beginning, perfectly cast. There's
and Mara Jade, whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. The person on this poster is not Batman either. Carrie Kelly or one of the mutants. I don't know what that's about. Hear about DC Comics bending knee to China by them banning a Dark Knight Returns poster. Oh, that's like Gomez is an Undertaker.
No, that was Herman Munster. He was an Undertaker.
Yeah, that's true. Another, I mean, God, what a like. Did they ever do a crossover?
No,
Among the Monsters to the Addams Family.
They never did. I'll tell you something else. I think that's another one that's totally due for an update. Unfortunately, the one that they tried to do,
oh, that was hideous.
It had potential though. It just
yeah, but there was too much. Like the way they did Herman, I just thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah, they kind of cheaped out there.
Yeah. They had good, I mean, Eddie Izzard would have been a good Grandpa Munster, but
well, I like that they tried to homage the what do you call it? The Coppola Dracula, you know?
Yeah.
That was a way to go. You know?
Yeah, but I remember watching. I just didn't get that, you know, that care about me feel about it. You know,
keep in mind that it was a pilot, so I saw the potential there, but unfortunately, it never really got a chance to get developed at all.
Yeah. What about Dark Shadows? I was
Oh
different.
God,
I remember the remake they did with Ben Cross.
that was awesome.
That
That
was a
was
good
flipping
show.
awesome
That
because
was a
it
good show.
really did honor what had gone before it, but
Mhm.
because the original was really a soap opera, they streamlined it into what would have been a weekly story, and it was really really good. But that movie that they did was just terrible.
Yeah, that was yeah. Definitely.
That was yeah.
So Casey Scott, there was a monster remake. When
Yes.
it was a few years ago. It starred Jerry O'Connell as
Yep.
Herman. Uh I
Portia, what's her name?
Portia de Rossi
Yeah, as
or
Lily.
something like that as Lily.
Eddie Izzard as Grandpa.
Yeah. I can't remember any of the other ones. But they just I just I think they had a decent concept, but their design was just super flawed, and I think their writing just wasn't there. Um, I just don't think it was a proper vision. I mean, I can applaud them on the idea of it, but it just wasn't going to succeed
Yeah.
if they kept it at that. And it was called 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I'm shocked I remember that. Mara Jade is like that. Yeah, the remake was really well done. That's what made Mara Jade a fan of Dark Shadows. Yeah, yeah, I remember the show. I never, talking to Wolf Ted Meas talking about the movie. I never saw Dark Shadows the movie. I saw parts of it.
Well, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, and it just, meh, it just what I saw just wasn't really there. But I liked the Ben Cross thing. I thought Ben Cross was a great Barnabas Collins.
I enjoyed that so much.
Joanna Going.
Oh yeah.
Who was
I
beauty.
I used that as a great deal of inspiration in my D&D campaign. I took our group into Ravenloft, and I really drew from that Dark Shadow series.
Yeah, I've really never watched much of the original, the original with Jonathan Frid, but
I have a best of DVD.
yeah. See, it's one of the. How long was it on? Do you know how many years the original went on?
I don't know, but I can find out quickly.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's not necessarily. I just don't know if it's anything I would ever get around to just rewatching. Unless they're like, I don't know, unless I got in a serious mood to rewatch it.
Wow, there was 1,225 episodes.
Jeez.
Remember, it was a daily though. It was a daily soap opera, so
whew, that's a lot.
it ran from 1966 to 1971.
Yeah. So yeah, daily.
For 5 years.
That would add up. But it were like half-hour episodes, right? Or were they hour?
No, let me see. 30 minutes. Yeah, you're right. They were only half hour.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I guess it's doable if you like really wanted to like take a summer and just do a Dark Shadows, like a whole bunch of episodes a day kind of thing. But I don't know. It might be something to do. Well, that was, like I said, that was the Addams Family Values. Of course, next weekend we are going to be back on, I believe it's Professor Geek's channel, and we're going to be watching Superman Returns to honor once again who should have been this generation's Superman, Brandon Routh, who is returning to the S Shield for the CW Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Uh, I don't care how well they do Crisis, because they're not going to do it as good as we want it. But Brandon Routh back as Superman of any sort, and having Kevin Conroy play a live action Bruce Wayne, that will be worth the watching of that series to me. I know they're not going to be on that long, probably, but that's going to be worth it. But yeah, so next week we're on Professor Geek. Again, we'll be back on Tuesday night to talk whatever is going on in the world of geek, or whatever. Monday night is Catholic Bible Geek. We'll be doing The Hobbit book study. I finished my chapters today, so I'm ready to go. I got to go back and reread the spider stuff, because I just want to reread that. Well, no, it wasn't Shelob. That she's in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
see how this all gets confused in my head.
Yeah, the Hobbit gives little pieces, but
yeah,
Lord of the Ring kind of gives everybody a name. And the week after, do you want to take that week, which would be the 14th?
Well, not if you already had something in mind. I don't want to throw off your schedule. Did you have one already lined up that you wanted to do?
I was thinking we could do Die Hard.
Okay. I'm all for that. Let's do Die Hard.
You guys into rewatching Die Hard, trying to convince me that it's a Christmas movie when I know it's actually just a movie that takes place at Christmas?
I have never felt very strongly about that argument, but I will take that challenge. I will do my best to try to convince you.
Okay, everybody's you're gonna lose, because nothing's gonna change my mind. I'm just gonna dig myself into the trench.
Now wait a minute. If you're gonna make that challenge that we have to convince you, you have to at least be open to the argument.
I am willing to hear the argument.
Okay.
Whether I change my mind or not, nothing will be promised.
Okay.
Mark Jade saying Die Hard's the best Christmas movie. I think several movies would dare to dispute that.
Hey, Mara Jade, I will go for the intellectual argument for this, and you go for the emotional argument. How's that?
It won't happen. I'm sorry. It just won't. But I will.
I don't know. Mara Jade can be very, very persuasive there.
I will. I know she can. Yes. Yes, she can. But I am bowing to the popular view of many of our viewers that as a Christmas movie, we will watch it during the Christmas season. Yep. So once we got the dates all set up, we'll figure it out. I'm like I said, thinking of the week after we do Superman Returns, unless something else pops up. Or do you have any movies that you've been thinking about you want to rewatch?
I absolutely do, and I want to try to narrow them down, and I also want to throw them out there because I don't want to step on your toes or Fan Man's or Professor Geek if they decide to do any Christmas movies. But I want to do some classics. I'd like to do It's a Wonderful Life, maybe White Christmas, or I might even be interested in doing Holiday Inn. Maybe.
Wow.
Not all three, just one of those three. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I was wondering. I do know. I do. Do I have It's a Wonderful Life? I think I might. I'm not sure now. Let me check my file. Let me check my file here.
I'm wondering if It's a Wonderful Life isn't just available out there, because I mean it was in the public domain for so long.
It is. I think it is on. So I do have it. Okay, good. I do have the MP4. I think I saw it on one of the streamers.
Oh, okay.
I believe so. But we got plenty of time to figure that out.
Yeah.
And for God's sake, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
It's out there, and I do believe it's public domain. So I'm sure you can get a hold of it if you want.
Yep.
I don't think that'd be too hard. Great movie. I watched it. It was on broadcast last week, and I watched it.
Mara Jade
In
is already.
tears.
Mara Jade is already starting her argument. It has Alan Rickman, Bruce Willis, and then it has a love story and fighting terrorists. Hey, just like Santa Claus versus the Martians, right?
Now, none of those four things says Christmas.
Love
That could
story.
have happened. You can have people have a love story in the springtime or in the summer.
Oh my gosh, Matchstick, that's brilliant. Do White Christmas when Fan Man is doing Black Christmas. That's brilliant. maybe I will. Now I may have to do that.
Do the night before. Do the night. Yeah, he's. I don't know when he's doing his. He's either doing it 2 days after Christmas or the Friday before Christmas. I hope he does it the Friday before Christmas, because I think.
I mean, if he does it on a Friday night, I'll be happy to do the follow up with White Christmas the following night.
He also asked me to look for Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I must have seen it at one point.
Yeah, it's another classic, like guy dresses as Santa Claus and starts killing people kind of movie.
So you accept those as Christmas movies, Al?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to become part of my argument then.
Because the guy is dressed as Santa.
Well, there's somebody dressed as Santa in Die Hard too. So
it has to be a primary image throughout the movie.
Do you know how many movies there are that are Christmas movies that don't have someone dressed as Santa Claus as a primary character through the whole movie? That doesn't hold up.
It doesn't have to be just Santa Claus, but something has to be Christmassy. They have to be having like White Christmas and Holiday Inn, Christmas movies. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Christmas movie.
Most of White Christmas has nothing to do with Christmas.
Which actually, It's a Wonderful Life, very close to not being a Christmas movie.
Right. But I think the only thing that makes White Christmas a Christmas movie is the fact that it has Christmas in the title.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, only a very small portion of it has anything to do with Christmas.
Yeah, but at least the title has Christmas in it. So you can make that argument. When you got something like Silent Night, Deadly Night, right there, you got your title is already set up, your Christmas.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's save it for the Die Hard night.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. We had a fun time watching a fun film. Like I said, the next stream that I know about will be Monday night at 11 with the Catholic Bible Geek doing the next 2 chapters in The Hobbit, and then Troy and I'll be back on Tuesday night, possibly with another visit by the Fan Man if he's up to it.
Yep.
And discussing some of the weekly things, possibility of a Last Starfighter sequel. Always a good topic to talk about.
Wait, really? That was announced?
They were talking. There's some talk about it. I saw an article about it today. We'll save it till Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look into it. We'll talk about it, and even if it's not official, we can still have fun talking about Last Starfighter.
What could be?
Yes, what could be? What could have been? And another possibility for a rewatch this coming year.
Yep.
I hope everybody has a great evening. Have a safe finish to your weekend, and thanks for joining us. Take care.
Bye-bye.